My name is Ashley Gustafson, and I am here to advocate for Samir Ashurov's release. He is currently a political prisoner in Azerbaijan, facing a 6 to 11-year sentence. So, a little bit on his political background. He was a member of the opposition Real movement, and this movement's objectives were to basically have Azerbaijan turn from a presidential to a parliamentary republic government. And they also wanted to reinstate Republican values within the country. However, his involvement within this movement got him arrested in 2018 at a protest. He served a few months sentence, and as soon as he was released, the police were already threatening him and his family again. And as a result of these threats, him and his family fled to Germany to try and ensure their safety. He was also a member of the Popular Front Party of Azerbaijan, which is the biggest opposing political party in the country. And even when he moved to Germany, he continued his political activism, and this included attending overnight protests, giving public speeches, attending numerous demonstrations opposing the Azerbaijani government and the dictatorship in place. So within the 3 years that him and his family lived in Germany, he continually um, applied for asylum status. And when he showed up to court to talk to the judge about granting him asylum status, he begged her, as he knew the repercussions he would face if he was to return to Azerbaijan, and he knew that he would be charged on false charges. And he explained this to the judge. However, the court still denied him and his family asylum status on March 29th, 2022, and as a result, he was deported. But he appeared to be right because within 3 weeks of returning to Azerbaijan, he was arrested. The police claimed that he allegedly stabbed a man at the metro station, and he was charged with intentional infliction of grievous bodily harm out of hooliganism motives. However, his lawyer came out and stated that when he was at this metro station, he was shoved to the ground and a man shouted. And Samir, in retaliation, shouted for the police's help. However, when the police came to the setting, they arrested and detained him and put a knife in his jacket pocket. And to further his detainment, a couple months in, he was charged with hooliganism committed with the use of a weapon or object used as a weapon. And with these two charges combined, he faces 6 to 11 years in the detention facility. So there's a severe amount of lack of evidence and torture within his case. As soon as he was taken to the police station after being arrested, he was beaten. When his lawyer saw him, he claimed that there was bruising on his chest and groin area. And then later on, Samir found out the name of the person he allegedly stabbed. And this person that he allegedly stabbed was in custody at the time of the stabbing. So it just shows the implausibility of this case and how it was basically impossible for Samir to stab someone who was in the police's custody at the time. It just shows that this was out of pure political motives. And as a result of his arrest and detainment, he went on a hunger strike. However, within 3 weeks, he had to end the strike due to his deteriorating health. He suffers from diabetes and a few other heart conditions, so his body just cannot keep up with this. The police knew this, but continued to push him past his limits emotionally and physically. They placed a cellmate in the cell where he was staying, and the cellmate claimed to also have been deported by Germany and back to Azerbaijan for political efforts there. And he treated him to a Coca-Cola beverage. However, Samir realized that his body was quickly deteriorating again, and he believes he was drugged with a synthetic drug called Patty, which basically makes someone controllable and where they could easily access information from the person. So there's just a lot of lack of evidence, and then the use of torture that shows that it wasn't really the stabbing, but it's because of his opposing opinions that got him to this place. So, in terms of advocacy, there are no major international efforts underway. His wife and lawyer have been the main advocates for him. They've been protesting outside of buildings. As you could see, his wife, Narana, there's a picture of her holding up his case. She has tried calling German officials, writing letters. However, she's gotten silence from them. His lawyer was also put on house arrest, and it is believed it's because of his representation of Samir. So basically, just small media outlets and journalists have reported on Samir's case. But with all the details and evidence in this case, it's clear that Samir Ashurov is innocent and his arrest is purely for political reasons. It's essential that this case needs to be more advocated. Samir Ashurov needs to be released immediately. His political opinion should not be the one keeping him from his freedom, and I'm here to advocate for his release. Thank you.